Hopefully this is live now. It's took me a bit of a while to get my head around what I've got to do to use this laptop for going live, but it's oh gosh, well, it's come up with a dashboard, promote dashboard. I don't want that. It's okay. Hopefully some people can see me. It's saying it's sending out a video and audio, so if you can, then please say hi, say something, um, because I haven't got a clue what's going on your end. I've actually, while I fiddle about with this, it says I'm live according to the iPad, so that's good. Oh, I've got somebody popped up. Who's that? Say hello if you're there. Cat's running around like a lunatic. Um, I'm not sure on this where I'm going to see comments pop up. So I can see there's. Oh, yeah. I've got. Good morning, Jane. Jane, can you hear me? And can you see me? And am I landscape instead of a narrow picture? That's what I'm hoping. Because it'd be better for people who watch it on screens if this can work landscape, although I've never been able to successfully do that on my phone and anything, because I end up you've got to turn your head to do it. Right, good morning. So Jane's there. um I'm not moderating the comments, so you can say whatever you like. I can see and hear your perfect position. Right, I can see and hear landscape. Yeah, that's good, I hope. Right. Hopefully the sound will be good as I step further back. If it's not, then shout out. And we'll have a go with our Monday set. Good news is I've got my haircut booked Wednesday. This is getting sorted out. I look a bit dark on that screen, so I'm going to put the lights on. Um, and yeah, exciting part of my week. Um, and I am hoping to be back in proper classes from May the 17th, depending on how things work out with the release of lockdown. But that's the date we're aiming for at the moment. So it's not too far away now, just over a month. I've done a couple of test classes on Saturday mornings outside here on the field. It's been very cold. So I am going to run them on Saturday mornings, but weather depending. So if you fancy coming along for a 9:30 Saturday morning class, if it's warm enough, then we can do that out on the field here. But indoor exercise is still banned at the moment. So May the 17th is the date we're aiming for. Fingers crossed on that one. Hope everyone's well and good. Uh, no injuries or accidents that I need to know about. I'm still not had my jab yet. I'm still waiting for it. Should be sorted by May the 17th, all being well. Just wait for the go ahead for the under 50s, which I still am for a little bit longer. So I know lots of people have had their second jabs now. Right, I am going to turn the lights on. I don't know if it makes any difference at all. So this is where I'm aiming to work from. So hopefully you can see my arms clearly and see my feet. And hopefully you can hear me as well. I'll switch a little bit of music on for me. Take my lovely slippers and socks off. Now, hopefully you guys are standing on one leg to put your socks and slippers on, so you can practice standing on one leg. That's what we're aiming for. Okay, as always, make sure to have a bottle of water. Apologies for not doing a class last week. I was having such a lovely weekend, and I thought, no, I've got lots of things to get done, nice and relaxed, so we have a day off for a change. But we're back to normal now. Ready for our warm up. Who we got? Jane and Chris. There's 4 of you out there according to my screen, so whoever the other 2 are, do say hello. And start by moving the head slowly from right round to the left. Gently stretching out the neck. But still very cold here outside. We're better off under glass. Then drop that chin down. Gently rotate the head from one side back to the other side. Rotating one way. Dropping that chin, gently stretching the back of the neck. And then bring the head back to center. With the head facing forward, you're just going to move the eyes now to look up, down, right and left. Up, down, right, left. Up, down, right and left. Bring the shoulders up to the ears and let them drop. Bring them up, let them drop. Both shoulders up and down. Then one shoulder at a time. Shoulder to ear, let it go. And the other side. So alternating sides, starting to get a bit of movement into those shoulders. Whole arm coming forward and around. Doesn't matter which arm. Straighten arm as possible. Keep the body facing forwards. 3 circles forwards and around. And then 3 going back. Moving wherever your shoulder will let you. Keep the circle smaller than me if you want to. Changing arms. So I'm going to take the arm forward and around first. Whole arm coming forwards. At least 3 circles and then back. All the time you're doing this, think tall through the crown of the head. Hands coming to the front of the shoulders and circle the elbow round, forwards and around. And then take that elbow back. So you're making an oval shape with that elbow. Changing sides, forwards and around, circling forwards, and then circle back. Drop the arms to the side of the body. We're going to swing the arms around the torso, so a brisk swing of the arms, tapping the front of those shoulders, just started moving. And then release the arms, going to stretch through both sides of the body, so push down with one hand, push up with the other one, straighten the arms if you can, turn the head to the side to look towards the top hand. Keep breathing, so you're holding this for a couple of breaths. And changing sides, reaching long, reaching up to the sky, pushing down to the earth, straightening the arm if you can, flat hands, looking up towards that top hand. And one more to each side. So change the arms again, think long through both sides of the body. You're not leaning at all, just thinking long through the sides. Feel it in your tummy. And change sides. Reaching up and pushing down. Drop the arms, going to stretch across the chest now. So you're going to pull back across the chest with one arm, point the other finger out straight. Try and make sure the shoulder's not hooked up. Point that finger, stretch across the chest. Turn the head to look down the long arm. Bow and arrow stretch. And hold it for a couple of breaths. Drop the arms and the other side. Pulling back. Looking down the long arm. And release the arms. Come into the front, soft elbows and wrists. Just circle those hands in. Relaxed at the wrists. Make sure the shoulders are relaxed and down. Circling hands in, then circle them out. This is really weird because I can't actually see myself as well as I usually can. Okay, still the hands. Make 2 fists pointing away from you, and then a big stretch out of the fingers. Stretch them as wide apart as possible, as long as you can get them. Back into fists. Big stretch of the fingers. This time imagine I'm trying to pull each finger out of the socket. And get them as long as you can. Back into fists. And then one more. This time we're going for width between the thumb and the little finger. As much space as possible. Get them as far apart as you can. And relax the hands. Turn the right hand palm up. Gently pull back on the fingers to stretch out that inner wrist. It should look something like that. If you need to, bring the arm lower or slightly higher so you can feel that stretch. And the other side. So palm up, then pull back on the fingers, straighten the arm. Do some more handwork at the end to finish off those exercises we'd started. So if you're staying with me right to the end, we'll do the last 3 moves on the 10 movement Qigong self-massage. Heels of the hands going into the lower back, pushing down and out. I'll turn around so you can see. Kidney wiping, big firm push down. You're still working those shoulders, warming up the lower back, encouraging the blood supply before we start to move it too much. You can do as many of these as you like, and it's a good thing to try and do every day, especially when you get up in the morning. Just stand for a minute or 2, just pushing down and out, increasing the mobility in your shoulders. Release the hands. Feet flat to the floor, circle those hips, going round one way. Imaginary hula hoop. So you're trying to keep the head fairly still in space, but moving now from the waist and the ankles, then back the other way. Circling round. One way's always easier than the other. Come back to the centre, down to the knees. So give the knees a good rub. Look towards the floor so you're not stressing the back of that neck. A real good rub in and around the knee joint. As always, you've got dicky knees, keep rubbing them. If your knees are good, hands on the knees, we'll circle both knees inwards. Circling them round, figure of 8, so both going in and out. Then back the other way. So going out, then in, circling out. Keeping the fingers on the knees, so look up to the right, back through the middle and to the left. If you need to, bring the hands slightly higher up the thighs, so you're not going down too low. Whatever's comfortable for you. You want to go even lower through the middle. Straighten back up. Heel tap into the front. So we're going to bring a heel up, tap it with the opposite hand. Shifting the weight from one side to the other, getting used to balancing now. Fairly fast. This is the warm-up. Get all your fast movements out of the way here before we slow it down. And then heel coming up behind you to tap behind. So again, tapping that heel towards the opposite hand. Shifting the weight from one side to the other. And then I'm going to back a bit so you can see my feet. Feet facing forwards, going to take the right foot half a step forwards. And then you're going to lift from the toes into a calf stretch. Lower the toes to release. Lifting up from the toes, feel the stretch through that calf muscle. Start to wake it up. Lower back down. And again, if you've been doing a lot of sitting down, this muscle will be really tight. Lower the toes. Turn the whole leg to face out to the side and lift and lower again. So lifting up, feel it now up into the buttock, lower down. And again, raise those toes, lower down. One more. And changing sizes, stepping the foot back, take half a step forwards and lift from the toes. Calf stretch first to the front, lower the toes and lift. Lower, one more. Raise the toes, stretch that calf out. Hold it a little bit longer for this one. And lower down. Turn the leg to the side, knees pointing out as well. Lifting again, feeling the stretch up the side of the leg into the buttock. Lower the toes and raise them. Lower and raise. Lower. Stepping back. Right, your feet are hip bone distance apart and facing forwards. You're going to come up onto the toes. Hold them up there. Then we'll drop them down and come straight back up. Down and up. Hold it. Down and up. Down and up. Down and up. We're going to do 5 more. Down and up. Down and up. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Drop them down. Lift the heel up on the right foot and just circle that ankle round one way. Doesn't matter which way you go first. Try and get a bit of movement in the ankle joint. Back the other way. Keeping the ball joints of the toes of the foot down flat to the floor as you circle that ankle. Drop the heel, change sides. So onto the ball joints of the foot. Circle the ankle round one way. Listen for the cracks. Snap, crackle and pop. Back the other way. Drop the heel down. And we're going to finish by marching through the feet. So you're going to march onto your toes, toes, heels, heels. Outside foot, inside foot, inside foot. I'm going to try and get a bit faster for this. So we're going to go toe, toe, heel, heel. Out, out, in, toe, toe, heel, heel. Out, out, in, toe, toe, heel, heel. Out, out, in, toe, toe, heel. Out, out, in. 2 more. 1 more. That's it. Warmed up. Have a drink. How are we doing? Hopefully you can all see me and it's all working well. 5 of you on now. Hooray. Ready to all 5. Excuse me. Right. As always, 70% effort. Keep those knees back behind the toes. Any questions, anything you're not sure about, pop it in the messages. When we stop in between, I can recap things. So if there's one of the moves you're thinking, oh, I'm not sure if I'm doing that right, we can always go over that at the end. So we're going to do a straightforward set, nothing complicated. Give you the move names and the breathing indications. Other than that, just get on with it. What I want to stress is that you work to your own breathing pattern, so you're trying to slow the breathing down. If you need to go a little bit faster than me because you're struggling to hold the breath that long, that's absolutely fine. If you're going to the right and I'm going to the left, doesn't matter. It's only you. You're not going to get tangled up with anyone. So as long as you do both sides, absolutely fine. Don't worry about it at all. Just try to concentrate on your body. Think about what your body's doing and how it feels. So just, yeah, think about where the aches and pains are. Think about if you take your arm up this high, it hurts, but if you take it down a little bit, yeah, that's okay. So try and think about pacing your moves to suit your body and how it feels today. Nobody should hurt themselves doing this. The most likely injury you'll get from doing the Shibashi is that you'll think you can do more than you're able to on other jobs. So you think, oh, well, this is moving better, and then you'll overdo it on something else. That's the most likely way you're going to hurt yourself. By actually practicing this, you're not going to hurt yourself at all. Okay. Starting Wuji. Our start-finish position, feet facing forwards, hip bone distance apart. You're going to take a few long, deep breaths in and out as you adjust your body, being aware of how everything feels. Close your eyes if it helps you. We're going to think first of all about having equal weight through both feet, so you might want to adjust your feet a little bit. Lift the toes up and spread them wide and put them back down again, so you feel nice and firmly connected to the floor. So equal weight in both feet, and then thinking about equal weight through the ball joints of both feet and the heel. So you're not leaning forward and you're not leaning backwards. Nice and straight, stacked, all up through the body, through the spine. And make sure that the knees are very slightly soft, so you've not locked them backwards. Try to switch off the muscles now. So switch off the buttocks, gently tip the pelvis very slightly back. It's almost a thought, very slight tip back. Then think long through the front of the body. So you've been pulled up through the center of the chest bone. Shoulders are relaxed and down. Arms are relaxed. Elbows are soft. Hands are relaxed. Slight curve of the fingers, space between all digits. Little fingers resting towards the outside of the front of the thighs. Jaws relaxed. Facing forwards, you've not dropped the jaw or thrown it back. Face is relaxed, you're not frowning at me or scowling or grinning, just relaxed and calm. Breathing in and out through the nose if you can, if not in through the nose and out through the mouth. And last of all, imagine that golden thread taking you taller through the centre of the crown of the head. And some long, deep breaths in and out. Slowing that breathing. You're trying to get to at least 5 seconds on the in-breath. So think, breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gap between the breath, then out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gap. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause it. And then out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Remembering as you breathe in, let that belly expand. All the muscles relax on the in-breath. Then breathing out, just squeezing from the pelvic floor through those stomach muscles, squeezing all that air out till the rib cage drops and you're on empty. Stepping out to commence, stepping out to at least shoulder width apart. Again, check you've got firm grounding position with the feet. You need to raise the toes, spread them, put them back down again. Soften the knees. We're going to commence. Breathing in, hands coming up. And out. Straightening up through the legs as you breathe in. Lowering down as we breathe out. Breathing in. Out. Going to do 6 breaths of each move. I think that was number 5. Breathing out. And in. And broadening one's chest. Breathing in. Straightening the legs. Arms coming out. Breathing out. And in. And out. Straighten the legs as you come up. And then lowering on the out breath. Quick glance down, make sure you can still see those toes. And okay, make sure you don't throw these arms back too wide. Chest is not popping forwards. Lowering down. Changing, dancing with rainbows. Breath in, arms come up. You go to the side and bend the knee. Breathing out, arms come back across. And in. And out. So eyes follow that active hand as the head turns from side to side. Making a beautiful rainbow shape above your head. As you breathe in, hands come into the center, circling arms. Just going to take a breath out as you lower down, crossing at the wrists, breathing in. Circle those arms, breathe out, lower down. Breathing in. And out. Keep the circle as small as you want to. So if you've not got the movement in those shoulders, breathing in and out. Same circle, same tempo, just a little bit smaller. Hands come into the waist, swinging arm, twisting waist. So you're going to have palms up. You lower an arm down to the side, reaching forward with the other one. Breathe in as the arm comes up and over past the ear. And then breathe out as you cross the hands to the front. Other side, breathing in. And out. Straightening the legs as you turn to the side. And then lowering on that out breath. Knees back behind toes. Breathing in. and out. Last one to each side, so keep that circle smaller if you need to. Breathing out. And in. Hands to the front. Backs of the hands face away. Breathe in, bring the arms up. And breathe out as you lower them down. It's rowing a boat. Breathing in. And out. So backs of the hands face behind you as you bring the arms up. And then palms face the floor as they lower down. Turning again in that shoulder joint. Holding a ball, so you get to move the feet now. Take the right hand and the right heel. Right hand palm up, right heel comes up as you reach across the body on the in-breath. Turn the hand, lower it down on the out-breath. Other side. Heel up, hand up. Out as you lower back down. Now if you can, raise the heel on the standing leg too. Breathing in. And out. Eyes follow that moving hand. So one more to each side. Breathing in. And out. Holding a ball. Holding a ball on that hand as you follow it with your eyes. Turn the hand and lower back down. Feet stay flat, now carrying the moon. Both hands carry on the way you're heading. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Both hands coming round, glancing back under that top armpit. Try not to bring the hands too close to the body as you come through the out breath. At the center, breath in, elbows to the side, carry on moving. Breathing out, push the hand away. Breathe in to pull it back. To twist waist, push palm. Breathing out, push that hand away. Now only turn at the waist as far as you can comfortably go. Keeping the hands soft and relaxed. Okay, this time's playing with clouds. So you're going to push that hand away on the out breath. Turn the palm to face you. Bring the lower hand into play. Take a breath in as you turn to the side. Change the hands over and breathe out. Change the hands, breathing in. Out. This is playing with clouds. You need to keep that elbow up so the forearm's parallel to the ground. You need to bring that top arm down a little bit lower. Eyes are focusing on the palm of that top hand. Thumbs relaxed and down. And top elbows always leading the way. Okay, at the side, now you're going to drop the arms down, take the foot half a step forward and turn it out. We're going to scoop in the C, so make sure the standing leg at the back still facing forwards. So you've got one foot facing me and the other one facing out to the side. Raise the back heel, breathing in as you bring the arms up, then slowly lower that heel, raise those front toes. Scoop in the C, go down as far as you want to towards the ground, and then as you come back, slight bit of back extension if you've got the balance. Breathing in and out. Scoop in the C, reaching up to the sky. And out. Changing sides, stepping the foot back, turning to the other side. Breathing in, heel comes up. Lower it down on that out breath. Palms face as you bring them up, and then they turn to face out as you bring them down. Crossing at the wrists. The wrists don't need to touch, they're just really close to each other. Two more. Stay in this side, keeping the foot movement the same. Hands come in. Breathing out as you push away. In as you pull back. Playing with waves. Make sure you're not locking out the knee as you raise your toes on that front leg. Pushing the heels of the hands away on the out breath. Breathing in as you pull the fingers back. And back to centre. Changing the feet. Foot forward, foot to the side. Breathing out. And in. Keep the movement slow and controlled. We're going in spreading wings. Stay the same side. Push the hands away. Turn the palms to face you. Breathe in, arms come out. Breathe out as they go forwards. Breathing in. And out. Make sure you don't take the hands too close together. Staying shoulder width apart as you reach forward. And make sure the thumbs are nice and relaxed. They're not sticking up in the sky. Last one this side. Take a breath in, arms coming wide, turn the feet again. Breathing out to the other side. And in. Remember, as you take that out breath, squeezing the air out from the stomach. Using all those core muscles. Do one more because I lost count. Move back to center. In breath, straighten those feet up, facing forwards. Elbows into the side, 2 fists facing up. Breathe out to punch away. And in to pull the hand back. And pull it back in. Good strong arms. Coming out at shoulder height if you can manage it. And remember, you don't fully extend that arm. Keep a soft elbow. And the last one. Drop the hands to the sides, give those fingers a little wiggle. It's flying like a wild goose. Breath in, coming up onto the toes. Arms coming up. Then a slow lower back down on that out breath. Soften the knees. Breathing in. And out. Try and concentrate on lowering both legs at the same time. So if one foot's hitting the ground first all the time, make the other leg work a little bit harder. Gaze is forwards, slightly down. Lower those heels. Circling arms like a spinning wheel. Both hands coming up and around. I'll do the full movement to start. In breath through the top, twisting at the waist if you're doing this version. Out breath through the bottom. Breathing in, let the whole body go with you. As you take those arms around. Breathing in. And out. Swing at the bottom, move it back the other way. Big breath in. You're doing the smaller version. Keep the head facing forwards. Breathe in as you bring the arms up and around. Still the same tempo as everyone doing the full movement. Breathing out through the bottom. And out. Lower those hands, bouncing a ball. Opposite foot to leg. If you need to, do a heel lift to start, but if you're okay, go straight into the knee lift. Take a breath in, knee comes up, hand comes up, lift and lower. Other leg, breath out. and in, and out. 4 more to go. Breathing in. Let that foot dangle if you're doing the knee lift. Out. Out. Last one. Breathing out. Feet flat to the ground, facing forwards. Breathe in, press palms, coming up to the face. Breathing out, pushing it back. And breathe in. And out. Straightening up through the legs on that in-breath. Turning the hands when they reach the face. Pushing down to the centre on the out-breath. Make sure the hands are relaxed, you're not holding any tension, especially through those thumb joints. Tall through the crown of the head as you come up. Last one, breathing in. And out. Going to step the feet back in, bring the hands into a soft prayer position, down the centre line of the body. Left hand, then right hand onto that lower tummy, lower dantian. Have a glance at your feet if you need to, make sure they're facing forwards. Close your eyes and just breathe. Take a breath in, feel the tummy expand. Release all those muscles, let everything relax. Then breathing out, starting from the pelvic floor, front and back, squeezing that air out through the stomach muscles till there's no air left. Then a breath in, feel the belly expand. As you're slowly breathing in and out now, make sure the hands are relaxed on your lower tummy. Thumbs are relaxed, they're not stuck in the air. Knees are soft, bottoms relaxed, you're not gripping with the buttocks at all. Consciously slightly tilt that pelvis back because you might have tucked your bottom under a little bit. Think tall through the front line of the body, shoulders relaxed and down. Face is relaxed. And breathe. Okay, we're back in the room. Thank you for joining in. We'll just quickly do the cool down from that. So we're going to rub those hands together. Everyone feels a bit better now, a bit more positive. And then rub the face in and around the face, behind the ears, back of the neck. Get into the scalp. Give the scalp a good rub. Then tap down, firm, the outside of both arms, from the shoulder down to the wrist. Then come up the insides. So the other way round, go from wrist up to top of the arm. Down the legs, outside of the legs, up the insides, tap, tap, tap. Then wipe, outside arms, wipe it away. Inside arms, wipe away. Down the legs, wipe all the way down to those ankles. And then down the inside of the legs. Right, grab a drink and see what's been happening and go through the massage Qigong we have been doing. So, there we are. Oh, it gives me the time on this, so that's better. Got to keep looking at a clock all the time. That's really good. So that was a good practice set. We're on the 6 breaths. Sometimes you might have had 8 in there if I lost count. It's about what you would be looking to try to do at home. So 20 minutes a day. As always, the warm-up I do, you don't have to do all that warm-up. You don't have to remember the warm-up. You just get up and think, what's a bit stiff? What needs moving before I start moving? And work through that. Now, I'm going to adjust this slightly so we're more like that. For the massage Qigong we've been doing, I'm going to recap through what we have done. Now you can do this sat on a chair, you can do it still standing up, or you can do it cross-legged like I am. If you're cross-legged, if you want to pull your bottom out, grab a buttock, drag it back a bit, so you sat slightly forward onto those sitting bones, the pelvis tipping down and under. Cross legs, trying to think again, as when we're standing, you're thinking tall through the breastbone and tall through the top of the head. It's got a fairly neutral, comfortable position. Make sure you got your water. Now, so this is self-massage. We've got 10 movements. We're going to go over the last 3 movements and put it all together. So what I'll do, I think we'll go through the, we'll start at the beginning, but we won't do too many of each of them to recap it. So the first massage movement, but before you start, if you've got earrings in, you're going to need to take them out. Got lots of jewellery on, be wise to get rid of that on your fingers as well. So until we can get back in the salon, hopefully some of you are lucky and you've booked something up and you're having a little treat this week. My toes are getting done on Friday, which is like, oh, can't wait. And I'm seriously tempted to book in for a massage as well. Maybe, we'll see. But because nobody's been able to do that, this is something that you can do to yourself, all based on the hands and face, and it affects different parts of your body based on the acupressure points that you'll know through Reiki and things like that. So first movement is for the face, and we're looking at the fists, and we are taking that area of the fist on both hands. So you're making a fist and tucking that thumb underneath with both hands, and you're just going to tap them together. So the first move is for the face, relaxing the face and making the face healthier. Now you're looking at about 100 taps if you can do it. We're not going to do 100 on each of these today. We're going to aim for about 50 or 60. But it's surprising actually if I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's only 10 of those. Okay, so that's move number 1. Move number 2, strengthening and healing the heart. We are taking our hands into a lotus flower shaped position, and we're looking at this bit of the wrist, and that's where we're tapping. So keeping the hands relaxed, you're going to tap at the wrists, and this is for strengthening and healing the heart. So these bits of your hands, they don't usually get much attention at all. It's like your knees. Nobody really touches the knees much, do they? So yeah. That's move number 2. Move number 3 for reducing a headache. We're keeping the same position with the hands, but we're going to take this side line here from the little finger round to the side, and that's where we're tapping. Now only tap as hard as is comfortable for you. Just breathe and a little smile on your face. You don't over tap. If it feels uncomfortable, then lessen the pressure. But if you can, get a good old wallop going on there. This will help reduce a headache. Then move number 4. Give the hands a little shake before you move into move number 4. And we are looking at this area here, between the thumb and the index finger. You're going to take both hands open like this, and you're going to be tapping together here. So just arms wherever's comfortable for you. We're tapping both of those together. So this is to reduce headache again and toothache. So if you had a really bad headache, then start with the last one we just did, and then move on to this one. See if it helps. So tap in there between the thumb and the index finger. Now, move number 6 is restore energy when you're tired and exhausted. So we've done this. We're now looking at the gaps between the rest of the fingers, and we're going to take both hands together and tap them so you're getting right into those spaces between the fingers. You try and do 60. Sounds a lot, but we're already on 40. Okay, movement number 6. We are strengthening the immune system and the internal organs. Now we do a flat hand. We're looking at this area of the hand here. You're going to make a fist with the other hand, your knuckles there. Those knuckles are going against that bit of the hand, and you're bashing them together. So you're moving both hands a bit. Now move 6 we do like this, and move 7 is exactly the same but the other side. So it's both sides of the body. So obviously one side you're looking at your stomach and what's going on down that side of the body, and the other side your liver and all the organs that are packed down there. Very good for the immune system. And then we're going to change sides. So you just swap the hands over again, looking at that area against those knuckles, and tap away. You should feel those knuckles hitting in under all those fingers there. You should feel the hands warming up, hopefully. Okay, so we're up to move 7, which is the last 3 moves we haven't done yet. So this is where you've got to pay attention. Move number 11, and this is for balancing sugar levels and helping to prevent diabetes. Not going to tell you that doing this every day will stop you being diabetic, but that's what we're aiming for, assisting here. So it's the back of the hands. So you're going to take one hand and the other hand with the backs of the hands together, and you're just going to tap them like this. But you tap them with both. You don't keep one hand still and just tap. Move both hands so they're coming into each other. So the backs of the hands. And do whichever's more comfortable for you on your shoulders. You might find that way's easier. Doesn't matter. That sounds like I'm tapping really hard, and I probably am tapping quite hard, but it's quite a satisfying noise, that. So this is for balancing your sugar levels. Now, if you've had a mad Easter and ate lots of chocolate, this is going to be the one for you. Okay, give those hands a little shake. Move number 9. This is for the eyes. It's going to nourish the eyes and make the eyes more bright. So that sounds fabulous, doesn't it? So what you're going to do is rub the hands together for about 20 seconds, really briskly. And what you're aiming to do is to try and warm those palms up. When those hands have had a good rub together, you're going to take them and place them on your closed eyes like this, and just breathe. Going to take 3 long deep breaths in and out. And then bring the hands down again. Now you're trying to get this part of your hand more into the eye socket as you relax those hands. I'm going to rub them again. Warming those hands up again. And then back onto the eyes. 3 breaths. Take the hands off. This time you're going to take the index fingers, both hands, and just push up between the eyebrows. Release it off. So come up from the top of the side of your nose, push that finger up and around. And again, push it up and around. Then back to the hand rubbing. Last go on this. Nice hot palms of the hands onto those eyes. 3 breaths. And breathe out. Breathing in. And out. Last one. Breathing in. And out. Take those index fingers, push them up. And out. Push them up. Slightly round the top of your eyebrows. So you're coming up the side of the nose, pushing up between the eyes. And out. Just do a few of these before we move on to the last move. Oh, got a bit of hair. Need a haircut. Drop the hands. So our last move is for preventing and healing a cold or a fever. I'm not entirely sure how much effect that has, but it certainly warms you up. So we are going to take the thumb and first finger, and you're going to start at the top of your ears, and then you're going to run them down the outside edge towards the bottom, and then tug on the earlobe. If I turn to, this is really odd because I'm used to everything mirroring me, and now it's actually doing what I'm doing. So, yeah. So you're going to finger and thumb, you're going to pull down the outside edge of the ear, and then when you get to the earlobe, give it a tug. So both together, pulling down and out. Now, if it's easier, use the side of that index finger to pull down to the bottom of the ear, pulling them down. And we're going to do about a dozen of these. Do as many as you fancy. You should feel your ears really warm up. Just breathing naturally, happily. Hopefully everyone's got lovely warm ears now. So bring your hands up as you breathe in. And then down, send as you breathe out. And that's it, done for today. So the 10 Qigong movements, the 10 moves with 10 fingers, that's something that I will be looking to do in the classes when we go live. Hopefully towards the end of May, but thanks for bearing with me on this. As weeks go on, I should get a little bit better on using this machine. Now I know where I'm heading for buttons and that, but I'm hoping I'll be able to do more editing with the videos and try and make them a bit nicer, bit more user friendly rather than just a straightforward record. So that's going to be fun. Take care, everyone. Whoever was joining in, I know Jane and Chris were because they spoke to me, but nobody else did. So if you are online, then do say hi, give us a thumbs up, or some abuse. I don't mind, I can take it. And I'll be back here next Monday. I'm not sure about this Saturday morning for the field. It might be too cold again, but if you watch the group page and the page, I'll put up if it's going ahead. If it's warm enough out there, I will be doing a practice in the field for anyone to join in who's local. If not, keep tuning in. And I'll see you soon. Lots of love from me and a fluffy cat, and Mavis is back somewhere. Bye for now.